Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It is your girl, Tanisha Shanae, Miss Inspiration. We are here. Happy Labor Day. Hope everyone is having a great day. Hope you had a great weekend for sure. Hold on one second. Hope everyone had a great weekend. If you are brand new here, I just shared on our inspirational with friends. If you're not following, we have a morning inspiration with friends um, Facebook page. Definitely go and look for that and follow that because it would be great. I'm gonna start sharing clips over there, so every day, at least one highlight. I'm trying to get to at least one highlight a day on all socials about the morning's message that went out that day. So that's something I'm going to be doing. I do want to put out this formal announcement that I've decided to put a pause on Inspirational Trailblazers for the time being, effective immediately. And, it's just a hard decision to make, but between preparing for Tulsa Tech Week, preparing for really just trying to get back into the healthy living lifestyle I need, working out, working on a relationship that's new, that has its own challenges at the moment. It's just like let me just really focus on how do I build the community and at the same time support that community. So definitely didn't want to give and walk away from one inspiration with friends, but I said let me at least put a pause on inspirational trailblazers. Now that's not to say that I'm not going to have different classes and workshops. I will be doing something that would be just small group, and we would utilize some of the tools that came from inspirational trailblazers, but it will not necessarily be a full ongoing. It would just be for like a set amount of time, a certain number of weeks or whatever. So just wanted to put that out there so that everyone is informed and you'll start seeing when I make those announcements, you're not going to hear about the community. All right. So let's talk about today's topic. Because these honorary degrees got people in a chokehold and they got them in their feelings. Some people don't even need to be in their feelings about it, but we are in the world of social media where people are always in their feelings about something. So, yeah. So recently we had, and I wish I had a picture. Recently we had some honorary degrees being given out. I know for a fact, like Jason Dalrymple from So For Real, I follow him. I saw he received one. Young Jock, Cynthia from Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think one of the Braxton sisters received one. So, people are, I think every year when they see these, I think Buster recently got one from somewhere. Nick Cannon, Tyrese, it was a lot, right? And people are like, oh my gosh, this is the insult. They're taken away from the people that have earned or are actually enrolled in doctoral programs. And I'm going to just say this. No, they're not. They're not. I say this as someone 15 years of higher education, college professor. I am also a PhD ABD. I don't talk about it because we got some challenges right now and it's okay. But finish comps. And when I hear these people are receiving these honorary doctorate degrees, it does not move me. It's never moved me because it's never been that serious. Anyone that receives an honorary degree from any institution, that means that that institution has deemed that individual has accomplished something and they want to give them recognition for that contribution. So whether it's in arts, business, leadership, so this is why we see politicians getting one. This is why we see musicians getting, because they have contributed. But then you also see community leaders, individuals like council people, they're getting awards because they're doing phenomenal work in the community. people also receiving them because of the work that they have done for the school. They are probably donating to that school quietly. It's not loud. And the school has said, hey, we see what you're doing. We want to honor you for this contribution. We want to honor you for the work that you have done. That is all that they're doing. The people that are in school, that are enrolled, PhD candidates, the scholars, as they want to call them sometimes, or those that have actually graduated. When they graduate, they have a piece of paper that is going to allow them to go into their respective fields and do something, right? So they can work, they can come back to a college or university and teach because they have an earned doctoral degree in something. The people that have honorary degrees cannot go to any college, to any university, and say, hey, I want to teach here. I have a degree, I have a PhD. They cannot do that. I have actually seen where schools have actually encouraged people who have received honorary degrees to not refer themselves as Dr. So-and-so. Now, you might feel that the work that the person has done or the people that have done is not deemed worthy enough that it's for them to receive this honorary degree. But that's a you problem then. That's something that you got to check for yourself. Because if I ever hear that someone is receiving an honorary degree in music and entertainment and culture, and I feel some type of way, that means that maybe I need to work on accomplishing something so that somebody can deem it, valuable and give me honorary, right? Sometimes you got to check your own heart to figure out, why do I feel some type of way about this situation that has really nothing to do with me? Because at the end of the day, it is just a ceremony. It is just a piece of paper that says on it, honorary doctorate. So again, there's no way that they can go and sneak in NYU and go become Dr. So-and-so, professor of so-and-so in the engineering department. That is not going to happen. If that is your fear of these celebrities that are getting honorary doctorates, I'm promising you they cannot go and teach anywhere. Not under that degree. I'll say that. Because I was talking to my homeboy yesterday, and we was joking about Young Jock, because Young Jock was one of the ones that got it. And now this is no shade towards anyone, but I had said, I was like, it's not like at first I said it's not like Young Jock can go to like Howard and go teach. People don't have to worry about that. And then I said, oh wait, yeah, I stand corrected, okay? Because he potentially could go to Howard, and I'm speaking about Howard only because I know they have a program that if they were open enough, because some institutions are not open to having the people who do not have degrees to come and teach, although they might be the best person to teach. So they have now, Howard University now has a music program, a music industry program. Shout out to Jasmine, Dr. Jasmine. I used to work with her at another institution. She went down to Howard. This program, every time I open up social media between LinkedIn or Instagram, I'm seeing great things about the program. So I know they're out there doing it. Now, again, I can see a music artist going to teach a class or co-facilitating a class at Howard University under that particular program, the music program. But they can't just go and teach in like general education. They can't go to the business department. They're not going to be able to do those things, right? So there are going to be always certain circumstances that they might be allowed to come based off of their expertise. But they can't go like I've been doing for 15 years and be a full-blown professor for a full-time or even as an adjunct. It's not going to happen. So if you feel slighted, if you feel any type of way about these celebrities that are getting that, please understand they cannot do the work that the people that are sitting and earning, the people that are crying, that have blood, sweat, and tears, no sleep. Some people are not even working while they're working on their PhD. So they're out here struggling. They're on a struggle bus, eating ramen. to finish this degree, because when they finish this degree, they're going to be able to go. Some of them can go to their jobs and say, hey, I got my PhD, I got my doctorate degree. They will get a pay raise. They can now go and be full-time professors at different universities that require a certain degree. And they can actually do that. They can go and conduct research with different institutions because they have an earned doctorate degree. So those individuals, they have a lot that they can do, and it's going to be recognized, okay? Nothing that these celebrities are receiving is going to ever take away from anyone that has sat and done the work. I promise you, it's not going to ever take away from that. So I don't want people to sit and think that these things are happening and that people are losing the value of a PhD or any degree, because it's no value is being lost. What y'all have to realize is that you feel some type of way. You feel as though that person doesn't deserve or has not done anything to deserve that. And again, that is you have the problem with that. You don't see their value. But an organization, a governing body have said, yes, we do want to give these people, because we feel as though they have done something in their field, in their industry, and we want to acknowledge them. That's all that it is. This is a really nice award. And they just get to wear the robes and everything. What y'all have to remember is that a lot of those people, especially musicians, they didn't go to school, right? A lot of them sacrifice their education to entertain a lot of us. Whether as an actress, as a singer, they sacrifice all of those things. Now, did some of them do both? Absolutely. But again, we got to stop comparing people's lives and being like, well, so-and-so went and got a degree. Kudos to that person, right? But the ones that you know, the ones that you love, think about it. How many of them have a bachelor's degree? Okay. Yeah, think about that. A lot of them don't. So it's like, but you can sit here and sing every song. You can go and watch every movie that they've done or every TV show. You are being entertained. They're doing something great, and you just have to realize that an institution is just recognizing them for that. Now, I do want to say, y'all might be worried about the wrong things though, because what I'm concerned about are the people that are going to these institutions primarily online. And again, I'm an online professor, but I also know how to vet, and I also know a word called accreditation. Okay? Now, the people that you need to be concerned about are the people that are popping up 6 months, a year, with an earned PhD from an institution that no one knows where they're accredited. Who accredited them? Now, you probably like, Tanisha, what's accreditation? Accreditation is the governing body that is allowing an institution to operate. That's giving them the recognition that they can give out degrees, and that depending on the accreditation will determine if you, the student, wanted to leave this institution and go to another one, whether or not those schools are going to accept and acknowledge each other's credits. So that's why we have accreditation. So I know that, like, my undergrad was accredited by Middle States. Middle States is one of the accreditations. So we have regional accreditation, and we also have national. And then within, like, programs, like the business departments, usually they're like AA, B, SC, I want to say, or SC. I think that's like the most well-known. Nursing has their own accreditation, right? So some degrees, they're going to need an extra layer of accreditation, or that just adds more value to that particular program's accreditation and the worthiness of that degree. That's where I say, if anyone is going to be slighted, anyone's going to be concerned, and some of y'all might want to beat me up, but that's where y'all might be more concerned about that, because that to me is alarming, right? And I met some people that in 8 months they got a PhD, right? Took a couple of classes, and I mean, I'm being for real. They took classes, they wrote something. Sorry, God. They wrote a paper, right? And it might have been mediocre. It could have been the greatest paper, but they earned a PhD, some form of doctorate degree. Again, there's two places right now that I just started to just as I'm building this conversation, I'm looking at these websites, and again, there's just certain things I need people to pay attention to, like any educational institution that is giving out degrees. The one tell sign that this might be kind of legit is if their website is like ending with .edu. Okay. Now I saw some. One got 4 different websites and they all got different information, and half of the links don't work. I saw another one that just the website, just the web page, because I also do instructional design, right? So I'm always looking at ADA, accessibility, just the home page alone. I was like, what is this? What is this? Like, this right here, if this was a real institution, you would be getting fines, like hands down. So, it's like those are the things that I feel like people are not paying attention to, or people are just not talking about it, right? So I'm like, yo, we're going to talk about this. And that's, like I said, that's where I feel as though anyone who might feel slighted, maybe that's where you should focus, And again, to focus on it means that you're giving it energy. I'm just saying, if you're going to be concerned or feel any type of way, it might be that. But I don't feel any type of way about celebrities that are getting honorary degrees. Again, it might be annoying when you go on their social media, you see their name, they don't change their name to Dr. So-and-so, right? Again, a lot of them are probably already told not to do that. No one is going to be out here governing and, going to Taylor Swift. Because I know Taylor Swift, she got one, I think, from NYU. Kanye West, he got one from, I forgot which institution. This was just years ago. You can just Google, and somebody out there on YouTube has already done this video. But yeah, like there's people out there who have these things, and you will see sometimes you go on their social media, they do have doctor and then whatever. But yeah, like I don't want people to lose sight of their vision. If your vision is to go and get your doctorate degree, don't think that it's pointless, it's useless because they're just giving them out to anybody. They're not just giving them out to anybody, right? Those people can't do what an earned degree is going to do. They can't like let's just focus on that. They can't do it. Let them get whatever recognition, because again, they have accomplished something already. Like, we can't take that away from those people. And just because you don't deem it worthy, that's a you problem. But I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. You have a problem with that. You don't see the value in what they've done. But someone at that institution said, you know what? I see the value in what this person has done and has contributed, and we want to give them this honorary degree. Fine. Let them people do that. Let them people do that. Like, it is what it is. They have accomplished something. You need to continue working on your accomplishments, right? Because there are people out here that have earned degrees and they have received honorary degrees from other institutions, because other institutions have seen their work and said, oh my gosh, we want to acknowledge this person. So they don't become doctor. They are just still Dr. So-and-so. They are still who they are. They just now have an honorary degree from another institution after they have earned their degree. So you have to just realize, and the only thing for me is just who's giving out these accreditations, right? That's always going to be my fight and my argument. I'm going to always stand on that. Where's the accreditations? Who accredited? No one? Because I saw one, and this was a recent interview, that we were accredited college, but no one can tell me where the accreditation came from. So these are things I want y'all to think about. Like, this is why we have these kind of conversations. So I just want to put that out there, because I want people to just get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. Let these celebrities have their degrees. Let them have it. They're entertaining you. Someone to recognize them. That's it. If you're in school, finish. Do what you got to do. Don't let them stop you. If you have the desire to go and get your PhD, go ahead and do it. Do whatever is for you. Don't worry about what these people are doing. The value of it is not going away. The meaning of it is not going away. The purpose of it is not going away. No matter what. Honorary degrees has been around for many of years. If you went to college, the person who stood on that stage and did the keynote, they got some kind of honorary something. Whether it's a lifetime achievement award, an honorary degree, that person who stood up there, they got something in addition too. But guess what? That person still went home and still continued to do whatever it was that they was doing no matter what. And so this is not new concepts. And celebrities have always been getting it. But now because of social media and everyone is seeing these things, and these celebrities, they're excited about this, right? This is big stuff for some of them. And I love that for them. I want them to continue to thrive and continue to go out there and do great things. And I love when somebody's recognizing you. It doesn't take anything away from me. And it shouldn't take anything away from you. Right? So that's what I wanted to talk about. And drop your comments below. Let me know how you feel about this. Like, what is your thoughts about that? Or do you feel as though that they should get rid of them? And why? Right? Just saying get rid of it. Why? Because hopefully I explained the reason behind this. The reason why it's purposeful. And the reason why institutions do it. And if after that you still feel as though like they should still get rid of it, then I'll have to just ask you, what is your beef? What is your beef? All right. So let's stop here. It is your girl, Tanisha Shanae. I am here tomorrow. Enjoy your day. I know my people in New York, y'all over there about to have a good time turned up on Eastern Parkway. And I'm over here in Tulsa loving it. Loving the quiet, y'all. I love the quiet. I've been praying for days like this, and I finally got the life that I've been praying for, so I'm excited. But y'all gonna have a great one. Be well, be blessed. I love you guys, and have a great one, and I'll see you back here tomorrow, okay?